K-Rock Mid-Atlantic Rock Reviews. I'm here with Philadelphia's Cyanide Saints. Guys, welcome back.
How you doing, man? How you doing?
And I say welcome back because we've interviewed you all before. It's been a little while, but I think it was at a benefit concert about a little over a year ago that we first sat down. Of course, we've known Chip for quite a while here, so go back.
He was actually like our second interview, I think, part of.
Yeah, and the first thing he wanted me to ask about was his affiliation with the Communist Party. So the first thing I actually do want to ask you about seriously is you've got an album out. And tell us about the album and how it's going, and fill us in on it.
It's a cool album. The first half of the album, the first 4 songs are heavy and hard rocking things. They really kind of push the envelope from what we were with our first album.
Say what you want, what you can't do.
Then we turn around, and then the second half of the album is lighter. It's a lot of acoustical stuff, a lot of quieter stuff. We say that the first 4 are the Jokers and the last 4 are the Queens.
It's the softer side of Saints.
Yes.
We like to mix it up. We like to mix it up. So pretty much our writing style is anything goes. There's no box. It's whatever it sounds like it sounds like.
Now, is that because, so what influence musically did each of you bring? Did that play into it?
Probably. Everybody brings their own thing. He's very Rush-oriented, so I can't wait to see what he's going to do. It's Ange, that's our newest member. I can't wait to see what he's going to do on the next record. It's definitely going to be sick. We're actually going to go in ahead of time, earlier than what we planned. And we're probably going to get ready to go in the studio in November, December, around there, start writing some more stuff in the studio.
Yeah, that sounds good.
So, Ange brings the Rush thing too. He fills in all the spots. Pete, very solid, comes up with some tasty leads, very solid. Chip's a workhorse, you know. We also have Greg Tripp in the band, who's not here right now. Greg's like, as you see, Cousin Oliver. He pops up when he pops up.
He's Cousin Oliver. Sometimes he's there, sometimes he's not.
He's a good time. He's definitely a rock star. So he's like what's the guy? Pat Smear. Is that the guy's name from the Foo Fighters? He comes in when he wants to come in. It's an open door.
In fact, I seem to remember our last time we were interviewing a different band, and Greg just kind of stumbled into the middle of the interview.
Yes, that was it.
I don't remember who we were interviewing.
It was such a good piece that we hired the man.
Exactly.
So tell me a little bit about the Philly rock music scene, because the more I get exposed to it, it's a more vibrant scene than I think people around the rest of the country might realize.
Yeah, I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it.
Talk about it.
The cool thing about it is it's not a competition. You know, I played in the Baltimore scene for years and years. Before that, I was down in D.C., and it was always cutthroat. It was always, I'm better than you. I got to fight to be better than you. I got to get better gigs. I got to do this. This is just, hey, we're playing. This is cool. Everybody's friends. Everybody goes with each other.
It's very. I think there's. I don't want to say the word clique, but there's definitely some sort of like family of bands that we all kind of like work with, and it seems to work out because we kind of understand that. I think a lot of our philosophies are that, people are going to go out, they're going to want to see one band, 2 bands, kind of make it a cool night and get 2 or 3 bands that everyone's going to like, and make it one cool night instead of just going out and saying, I'm going to check out this guy, and then hopefully I could go 3 bars down the road or Yellow Mile and go check out the other guy. And we just kind of work a little, and it seems like we're all cool with each other, we're all friends beyond this, and we all go to parties together and stuff like that.
The difference is maybe because
there's a full circle support system. Now that our secret's out, the rest of the country will do it now.
I just think there's a difference.
That's exactly.
Maybe because we're older, I think that the difference is that a lot of the guys that are supporting each other and that are kind of getting on board with each other. There's a lot of faces in this area that have been around for years, that have been plugging years, and we all been through all the little kiddie shit and all that stuff, and all that stuff's going. We're all older now. We're growing up now. Most of that stuff goes away. And if you notice, the Philly scene's got a lot of veteran guys around. A lot of guys are playing out now. It's a lot of the same faces you've seen for the last 20 years, probably. Whether we were all kids when we started, but so it's a lot of the same steady. Anybody that's doing anything right now has been around the scene, probably between the 25 and 40 range. That's, where they're at. And guess what? It's strong more now than before, so.
Well, the music's pumping and the stage light bright, and you're grinding to the DJ's beat. Arms all covered with the brightest
So nice segue to that. Let's talk about musical eras. If you guys were able to somehow transport your music back into a different era, now it's not that it doesn't fit now, what would be the next best fit
What's
for
that
it?
guy, Tchaikovsky? Was that the guy I'm looking for? That's that, yeah.
Is he Spanish?
Anytime I could wear that red velvet with the big buttons, I'm in. I'm in.
I'd
How would
say
you place it?
probably the early 90s.
I love Angela.
Cojones, Spanish for nuts.
Now you're stuck.
I'd say the early 90s would probably work for this band because we've got influences from the 80s, 70s, the grunge stuff that started to take hold in the 90s.
I mean, that helped me.
Yeah, between all of those, I think it's like that really works for us well. But we've got some of the stuff that we do kind of clicks more with today's sound, so we'd have been way ahead of our time back then.
Plus, we got that Polka album coming out.
It's definitely a mix. I mean, you could hear grunge, you could hear 80s metal, you could hear newer metal stuff in there, or newer rock stuff, some classic rock. We all bring something different to the table. I mean, and it's got a hook. Everything has a hook.
And Bert keeps it together. There's a definite discipline that goes on. No doubt about it.
Oh, Jesus.
I just want to go back a little bit about, this area is a labor of love when it comes to musicians throughout the country. We play extensively, intensively, because we're from this area. It's a labor of love. Music is a labor of love. We're here because we love music. We're here because
We're definitely not doing it because we make money.
That's a standard theme that comes out in the interviews, and it comes out for us as well.
Yeah. We don't do it because we're making money.
It's a
I saw
sickness.
somebody stick $3 in your pocket earlier. I saw that.
Showed him the stuff.
It's not to make money, and we're too old to get chicks, so it's got to be all about the music.
Wait a minute.
You're saying speak for yourself.
I'm in it
right?
for the checks, right? It's a cliche.
So what do you guys have coming up next? What's in the next couple months here as winter hits us? Are you going to be writing, touring?
Writing, recording.
Yeah, that's the next thing. It's this band writes more stuff than I've ever been involved with. It just every other week somebody's sending me something. Here's a new one. It's like, well, that's a great idea. And we get started on it. It's like we don't have time to finish it all.
Yeah, I'd rather hit you over the head with 6-7 songs at a time than spend 2 years and do 10 songs. That after 5 songs, I don't care how good you are, nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Now, as a singer, do you always write the lyrics, or is it called? Because
Nah.
I find that a lot of times with some bands, the singers actually don't write the lyrics. How does that work in this band?
Whoever comes in, if it fits, it fits. Anything goes.
What he does to me is he says, I need lyrics for this. Write me some lyrics. So I'll write him a verse and a half. I send it to him, and he uses 3 words and says, man, that was great. Thank you.
That's usually the, is, and that.
I go, how do you spell that?
Wait, as a Rush fan, I think the drummer, doesn't he supposed to write
The drummer's supposed to write the lyrics. Actually, he's a good writer. He's a good lyricist. Angelo
Neil?
is. No, you.
I think he meant you.
Yeah, these guys are a little more artsy in their writing. I'm more, so it's a good mix,
Bully?
It's a good mix.
Is that what it is? Bully?
No.
Now, do you have a music video in the future coming up here for this album?
Somebody wants to do it.
Remember, they said they're not making any money.
How much do you charge?
We'll buy his lunch. Pay for your
Same
gas
price as
money.
this one, of course. We
Right.
don't have a concept for it.
Yeah, nice.
Wallach.
We'll buy you a sandwich.
If you guys ever want to do it, let us know. We'll pay for the gas tolls and we'll feed you.
That sounds like a promise. We've got a contractual offer right here.
There you go.
Oral obligation.
It'll probably be
Nino
Italian.
speak
So.
English.
If you do it in color, we'll do a Wawa and coffee.
I was thinking we'd do it in Dobley, but that's a reference that she won't
There
get.
we go.
Spinal Tap.
You
I'm
got
fair
it.
with Dobley.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Got to work one into every show. Where's the best place for folks to go to find Cyanide Saints music?
Reverb
Facebook,
Nation. Sorry. No, you're not. No, I'm not talking anymore.
Keep going.
God, people ask.
Reverb Nation.
Facebook.
Facebook. And everything that we put on Reverb Nation ends up going on Facebook anyway. So go to Facebook.
We're on-
/ whatever Cyanide Saints.
So you,
both albums.
you guys interviewed Chip a long time ago, right?
I think back in the day, yeah.
Yeah.
How much editing did you have to do?
I'm not sure if the rest of the band let him talk.
We have a Cyanide Saints
actually,
app.
there was one other guy busy.
They obviously knew better.
Yeah.
Love you, Chip.
Yeah, I know
He's
you
the
do.
dad of the band.
Yes, I am.
He's dad.
Well, at some point, maybe we'll have to give Chip his own episode one day. But, and
It'll be lengthy.
Yeah. Wait until I've had several.
in the meantime,
That was part of our discussion earlier.
Let me tell you about this guy.
And another thing.
And by the way,
And
did you know
Wait, what was I saying?
well, guys, thanks for joining us on the show again. It's always nice talking to you guys. We're gonna go catch you live. In
I'll
just
tell
a
you
couple
what.
minutes.
I'll throw something at you.
Go ahead.
Why don't you guys put on your website? We're looking for a title for our new record. So
There you
Sounds
go.
like a concept.
you
So
guys do something.
go
See if we
to.
can, come up with a
They'll
title.
argue about it again. Go to where the website or the Facebook or the.
Facebook, Cyanide Saints, or Reverb Nation, Cyanide Saints.
And
Or
you-
Google Cyanide Saints, and you'll see all this.
And you can find both of our albums on iTunes,
Yeah.
CD Baby, all of those websites.
And
Download.
we will, so people have the chance to potentially name your record. Is
Absolutely.
that right? So
Actually,
You
we'll
will
like
win
to do with
nothing
Marr. If we can
beside
get people to vote on Marr
heartfelt-
for it.
I love it. So we'll be thinking
Sounds
about
cool.
that one.
It's all
and
about
we'll
you
go
now.
forward.
We got
Yeah.
control.
So
Teaming up. We're teaming up.
You can do
awesome.
it.
I'm going to be thinking about that
Awesome.
now the rest of the night.
There you go.
Put it in my head. I gotta
Good
think about
stuff.
it. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Thanks.